Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's continue our game of Star Trek Resurgence running on PlayStation 5. And again, this is the PlayStation 4 game. Alright, I think we were stuck last time, trying to figure out what to do in that room. I don't know what happened to the resolution there. It really dropped pretty far down. Loading up that area.
This feels strange.
The crystals are increasing, growing outward, replacing the soil.
It's like an infection. A parasite. Growing inside Tau.
Incredible.
This is definitely not Hotari.
Yeah, boy, what a weird refresh error. The only time I've seen something this bad is on like Troll and I on the when the Switch launched. Pretty infamous game.
I don't think we should be here.
This is exactly where we should be. Every strange thing we've seen in this system, it might all come from this room. We need to learn everything we can. Somewhat resembles a transporter pad. Look familiar?
It's almost identical to the console Galvin has hidden in the palace. It looks like a control surface. What are we looking at?
It's made of the same crystalline material as the rest of this place. But I can't tell much else. Might be some kind of sleep mode. I can't analyze this further unless it starts working normally.
Maybe we can turn it on from somewhere else.
Hopefully. Let's keep looking around.
I know, the run cycle looks weird.
Can your device read this?
It can roughly translate the words, but we don't have enough Taconian language on record to understand how it's structured.
Oh well.
Looks like some sort of replicator.
I can't get it to work.
It has power. Must be looking for some other kind of authorization.
Parent control surface unknown how to interface with the device. Focus energy to perform replication of matter. Quantized spin crystallization resembles a weapon in form. May have been used on the victims in the mines.
What is it?
The device's primary function is to transmute lithium into this quantized crystalline compound. Possibly for the creation of weapons.
Do you think one of these was used on that Elydian in the tunnels?
Such a cruel weapon.
Hold on a minute. I really do prefer an Italian roast. All right. It's okay. I've only got 72 servings of French roast to go through. It's no problem buying in bulk. Empty and full slots are differently constructed. Does this solid matter change form? Radically complex crystalline device. Purpose unknown. Tetrametric radiation consistent with other devices nearby.
This suggests there's some type of complex life form contained within each crystal.
Life form? There's something alive in these tiny crystals?
That's what it says, but hard to imagine how that's possible. Our science division will have a field day with this. We need to study it on the ship. How are you holding up?
I knew Galvin and Sidron were dangerous. Now I know they're more powerful than I could have imagined. But the worst of it is knowing they got there by turning our people against their own.
Alright. Now I gotta find whatever it is I was missing from before. So I'm not too terribly clear on what it wants me to do now. Lattice of interlocking crystals, each with a unique shape and wavelength. Crystals range in size, with intricate fractal facets. Power levels indicate structure is inactive. Maybe we just need to talk more?
This place feels wrong.
I'll get what I need, and we can get out of here.
Thank you. Is it too, convenient that we found this place unguarded?
There's an old Earth saying about never looking a gift horse in the mouth.
What's a horse?
Never mind.
Seems like we're done. Oh, we need to scan something else. What could it be? Or do we just need to leave? Maybe we just need to leave. Nope. I mean, she's staying here. Why is she staying here? more character in it. We're still stuck, just like before.
Crystallized lithium compounds. Its internal structure is extremely ordered. In fact, the states of these crystals on a subatomic level suggests a storage device of some kind.
Ooh, it's a
Energy
USB
levels
stick.
are both stable and ordered, like information. Some of them appear to be depleted.
What kind of information would you deplete?
I see it.
What's happening?
Someone turned it on.
There's no one here. Or maybe the device I saw in the palace can send a signal?
If that's the case, we may not be alone for long. Let's hurry.
Look at this thing. God, it's huge.
feel the power coming off it.
I've never seen this kind of energy before. I'll need to record this with my tricorder.
Detrimental radiation flowing upward into other parts of this chamber. Levels too diluted to record. Oh, so much for that, I guess, huh? Crystalline structure connected to many energy conduits. Its internal construction defies no laws of physics. Handy. Power control surface lacking any known markings or input devices. Oh, that's all.
This can't be right. It's putting out almost 50 zettajoules of energy.
I assume that's a lot?
Enough to power this entire quadrant. This amount of power, the kind of radiation it's putting out, it's the cause of the storm. The warp disrupting beam, all of it.
What do we do now?
We get back to the Resolute. They have to know about this. Come on, let's... Quickly. We have to hide.
Hide where? It's 3 open rooms.
This is outrageous! I demand you let me go!
No need to complain. You're about to receive a gift beyond your wildest imagination. If anything, I consider it an honor.
What is that? What are you doing?
You'll see soon enough.
I can influence the course of the negotiation. I can make sure the Rotari get the better end of the bargain.
So can I.
Boy, they really didn't give her, like, a large amount of detail for being a major character.
Has she said anything? Won't be in here for long. Just gotta sort this all out.
If there was a chance between you two, I think you've blown it out the airlock. Hope you're happy. Miranda doesn't deserve this. We're supposed to be her friends.
I'm not happy she's in here. Miranda, the way she was acting, there's something going on with her.
Well, she's gonna have to answer for it here.
We were at the start of something good, and you throw it away like that. I never thought you'd turn on me like this.
I didn't turn on you. You brought this on yourself. Unless you have some kind of explanation.
You think I owe you an explanation? Starfleet and its never-ending search for answers.
Tried to find the other members of the security team that went to Hotari, but they're missing. We found their comm badges stashed in a Jeffries tube.
You better hurry up and find them. There's not much time left.
You're working with them.
You have a keen mind, Carter. That's something I liked about you. But that won't be enough.
Here's something.
What is it?
Maris didn't get bioscanned after returning from Hotari. Neither did the other two that are missing.
None of them were scanned.
Which should not have happened.
She came over and helped us open the engine compartment. The others, too. They must have used it as a way to skirt the scan.
So they knew they had to get around it. I'll scan Petty Officer Maris and get some data to cut through all this speculation.
I think it's better if I do.
Open up too.
She gonna punch me?
I can't believe this.
A four-chamber circulatory pump higher than average circulatory displacement is detected. Anomalous synaptic frequencies detected. Beta wave and delta wave output aside. Established norms. Okay, so she's not exactly a normal human.
Data coming in. Come here for a second. Did you know?
Know what?
That's not Petty Officer Miranda Maris.
What are you talking about?
It's right here on the tricorder.
But look at her.
Hold on. Then who is it?
From what I'm reading, she might look like Miranda. Walk and talk like her too. She has different brainwaves, and even different DNA. Somehow, this isn't the same person we left Starbase with. I'm going to feed this into the main computer and run some more analysis.
Commander, there's gotta be something we can do for her.
This is incredible. By some process we don't yet understand, Miranda's body is being rewritten. Her mind has been remapped to another personality, and her DNA is resequencing. I'm not sure the extent of it, but it appears to be pervasive. Someone has taken over and
That's the USB sticks.
bioforming her.
That's a crude way to describe it.
Bio.
This is a problem. A big one.
What are you?
I'm Miranda, but so much more.
Don't let them get the storage drive.
Not quick on the draw, eh, sir?
this texta?
It's not in the universal translator.
Who the hell are you?
We are the Scions of the Flame.
Stop her!
They're getting away! Scions of the Flame? I don't like the sound of that.
You're never gonna believe this. The reason the Universal Translator didn't recognize that language is because it's only ever been read. It's the Takan language.
Get your filthy Hotari hands off me! We'll burn your planet to the ground. Animals. Wait. No.
Rise, brother. Rejoin the flame.
This can only mean our time has come.
I'm only sorry I couldn't find the more suitable host for you.
All in good time. This is only the beginning.
They're working together? An Lydian and a Hotari?
They did something to him.
Secure the Cartabulum.
Cartabula.
It's the energy source.
Spread out. Search the vault. Go back through the mine. Cut off their escape. Find them.
Time to go.
How am I supposed to escape? Oh, I see it's broken. I see the tricorder is there. See, shooting scenes. You use your phaser to take out the enemy, hold L2 to leave cover, and take aim with right stick. Use R2 to fire. Enemies may require more than one shot to stun. Right behind these other guys. Yeah, I see.
We're trapped. They're blocking the only exit.
Maybe not. Can you buy me some time?
For what?
This vehicle looks a lot tougher than that vehicle.
It will shoot at you when you are out of cover. Sparks and smoke from your cover will indicate they're trying to line up a shot. Release L2 to duck into cover until the fire lets up. If you take damage 3 times, you will fail the mission.
Shoot the Hotari woman!
Enemies will also target your allies. If an ally dies, you will fail the mission. If target appears over an enemy, they are targeting an ally. If target fails completely, your ally will take damage. Shoot these enemies as quickly as you can.
Don't stop. I'll handle them.
I will. If the arrows appear on the side of the screen, you can switch between cover spots. Use left stick in the direction of the arrow to change cover. Some enemies will only be visible from certain cover spots.
Shoot the one driving the machine! Federation fool!
Tylus! We're surrounded.
No, I'll get it working. Just need some time.
That sounds like unusually sensitive.
Here we go.
Resolute, 2 to beam up immediately. Resolute, come in.
Jara!
Are you all right?
I think so. It hurts.
What am I looking at?
Miranda was able to transport through the storm. There has to be some path through that we're not seeing.
Tetrametric radiation is saturating our sensors. There is too much interference to pick up the residual transporter signature.
Wait. Tetrametric radiation. Of course. I can align the transporter with the tetrametric signature. The crystals emit tetrametric pulses every 3.8422 seconds, roughly 26 centihertz. All of this is connected. The storm, the warp-killing field, the crystals, Miranda's alien transporter tech. Okay, I've got the transporter in calibration. There are a lot of biosigns in that mine, all stacked on top of each other. I need something to identify the commander signal. Something loud, energetic.
Understood. Commander Rydek, we have penetrated the storm's interference, but we are unable to pinpoint your signature. We need you to generate a high-energy event to help us...
High-energy event. Got it. Tylus, are you still with me? I am. Good. I'm going to shoot my phaser some dilithium to cause a piezoelectric rupture.
What? Why?
Signal flare. These crystals have to be pure enough. Bigger still. Come on. Damn it.
Whoa! Dilithium explosion.
Is that energetic enough?
More than enough. I can lock onto their biosigns now.
Clear debris and select targets to transport. You must select all targets to advance. Right. Stick to aim. R2 to clear targets. That's the same button to clear targets and select targets? Okay.
I've got their biosigns isolated.
Commander, we have your signal.
I'm gonna tunnel a path through the ionic interference.
Select waypoints to create a path through the ionic interference. The line connecting the points will lose stability if it passes through the interference. The yellow bar indicates the stability of your path. When full, you will succeed. Use the right stick to aim and hold R2 to select and drag waypoints.
I've got a path. Just gotta calibrate the signal.
Lock the frequencies at just the right moment to give the transporter enough power. Use the right stick to move your cursor and R2 to lock it in place. The bar fills when your cursor is at a point when the distance between the waveforms is the greatest. The blue power bar on the bottom is added to when each yellow bar is locked. If the blue bar is full, when you lock the third one, you will advance. If you do not have enough power when you lock the third bar, you will need to try again. If you're having trouble, find a spot where the non-moving waveform is touching the edge and wait for the moving waveform to touch the opposite edge. Okay, yeah, that makes total sense. What the heck are you talking about? Oh, damn.
Lock energize.
Petty Officer Diaz.
We're losing her.
The pattern is degrading. Can you hold the signal?
I'm trying.
Oh, again? Oh, great. Damn it.
I got it. Come on, come on. Yes!
Get her to sickbay.
Captain Solano and Ambassador Spock have just returned from Hotari.
Take a look at that.
Rydick, I need you on the bridge, now.
I'm here.
The Elydians are preparing to attack Hotari.
Status report.
Systems are now fully powered. All torpedo tubes open.
They're preparing to fire.
We should hail the Elydian flagship, Captain.
Readying phasers if you want them.
Stand by. Await my order. Recommendation, Commander? We need to act quickly. Before this spirals out of control.
We don't have to fire, but we can lock phasers on the flagship's weapons array. Give them something to think about.
As Commander Rydick said.
Locking on phasers.
The Elydians. They've powered down their weapons.
Odd. You sure about that, Mr. Amont?
They're venting some kind of gas from their ship. Hold on. Now all of their systems have shut down.
That's unexpected.
Commander Ermont, scan them again. We have to be sure.
No mistaking it. They're dead in the water.
What's happening?
There's an energy dampening field coming from Tau.
Take us out of range.
Aye, Captain.
Captain, the flagship is hailing us.
On screen.
Zeldy to the Starship Resolute. Our main power cores are completely disabled. The more power we give, the more it takes. Running off batteries. Life support systems have failed. Unable to ventilate. Contaminated atmosphere.
Admiral, you are about to launch an attack on a defenseless planet.
Kobliat, you sided with the Hotari in the negotiation, but that does not matter now. My crew is going to die. Please, I beg of you. You must render assistance. System failures are compounding around my ship.
We'll help you.
Yes, we will.
Thank you.
Admiral, excuse us while we devise a rescue plan.
By my estimate, the crew only have 23 minutes before their atmospheric mix becomes lethal.
While we may not be able to transport the Elydians directly, if we were to transport them from their ship to a nearby shuttlecraft, it should be possible to amplify the transporter signal there and reroute it to the Resolute.
The Ambassador's plan is incomplete. An away team will have to beam aboard the Zeldy and set up pattern enhancers for a stable enough signal out of the dampening field.
Thank you for identifying my deficiency, Commander Chovak.
Jara, I need a senior officer in command of this. Take Chovak and Bedrosian in the shuttle. Get it done.
Petty Officers Diaz and Edselar, you will be part of the rescue mission. As will I. We will bring the shuttle within transporter range of the Zeldy, then beam you both aboard.
Beam us on board. Why?
The pattern enhancers must be placed on the Zeldy to make it possible to beam the Elydians back to the Resolute. Gather the pattern enhancers and get to the docking bay.
It's actually interesting to see when they chose to slow down the cursor and when they didn't.
What's that?
We're going to rescue the Elydians, the people that oppress the Hotari, when we should be going to rescue Miranda. This thing that's happened to Miranda is like the Trill symbiosis joining, only worse. And I've seen too many people I care about wiped away by some greater entity to stand by while the same thing happens to her. I wanted no part of it then, and I won't stand for it now. Their bodies stolen and used like puppets.
I'm not giving up on her either. We'll get her back.
Whatever it takes.
Right now, we've got other lives to save.
Yeah.
The away team is ready.
I know, it's kind of hard to see the white outline on a brightly colored background.
Resolute to shuttlecraft Melville. You're cleared for takeoff.
Acknowledged, Resolute. Melville taking off.
Melville? The Onyx storm will fill your path with dangerous hazards. Green lightning will damage your shuttle. Taking damage 3 times will fail the mission. You can fly through the rings created by the storm if you pilot carefully. Oh, whoops, okay, this way. God, it's so touchy. Some stuff they made super touchy. Other stuff they made like really, really really, really slow. It's like, why? I'm supposed to go through all these rings, right? Okay. I was wondering, like, why does it seem like, seemed like I was like further and further off target. Did we see that waypoint before? It seemed like it only just appeared. Is it like 2 sets of ring missions? I don't understand. Do I have to go through the rings? That's the thing. It doesn't seem like I should necessarily have to go through these rings. There was a way forward without having to go through rings.
We are within range. Any closer will put the shuttlecraft at risk. Preparing to transport the away team. Energizing.
Errand of mercy.
The ship's life support. It's almost completely drained.
And the other systems, too.
Oh no.
We gotta get to their transporter room.
Oh, yeah, we should probably hustle.
The atmosphere in here is turning to poison. All of these Elydians are going to die if we don't get them out of here. These must close in case of emergency. They don't have enough power left to function. Carter, give them a charge with your phaser. Should make them open.
It's not working.
No power's running through any of this. We gotta get him open manually.
I am the ranking officer here. State your intentions. We are under siege. Explain yourselves.
What does it look like? We're here to rescue you.
And yet, you cannot even open a door.
Whoa there.
I am still able to stand. What are you trying to do?
We gotta get into your transporter room.
Then we can get your people off the ship.
Oh, look how fancy their transporter room is.
Make sure they're evenly spaced. We need to manually adjust beam trajectory so they connect.
I got this one. You get the others.
You've got one, and I get the rest. Yeah, power of the space dildo. Doesn't seem like I have a time limit necessarily.
Pattern enhancers are aligned and ready to go. Let's round them up.
These will boost the signal so we can transport through the storm. We have a shuttle outside this ship that will route the signal to the Resolute.
All crew to transporter room 2. We are evacuating.
We're live.
Here they come.
I mean, this is an awful big ship. There should be a crap load of these guys. Which one of these guys is the imposter?
Okay, coordinates. Beam status. Energizing controls.
Please step on the platform so we can evacuate you, Admiral.
The crew goes first, Arminta.
Sir.
I mean it.
You! Get on the platform already!
Okay, the interface is in Elydian, but the layout is the same as a Starfleet transporter. I just gotta do what I did before. Select the people to transport. I need to select all of them. Plot a path through the ionic interference. path goes through too much interference, it won't work. Okay, just have to calibrate the signal gain to get the highest possible output.
God, this is the worst.
Even at this range, the interference is too much. The system is suggesting better transport coordinates. D, it's the shuttle. You're sitting right in the thick of it. I'm sending you specific coordinates for a clear signal path.
Back in the shuttle.
Waypoint's been added to the navigational computer. There, Commander. Give or take 50 meters.
Oh, more rings. Playing Superman 64. There's a giant rock here. Why is it leading me into a rock? Seriously. Do I have to fly through the rings? It seems like it's very inefficient to fly through the rings.
We're almost there. Melville to away team. Energize.
I have the first group of Illydians in the pattern buffer. Redirecting and transmitting to the Resolute now.
This is Resolute. We have the Illydians safely aboard.
We did it! I was so worried this wouldn't work. We got this.
Don't celebrate yet, Lieutenant. We've got a lot of people left to save.
Right. Sorry.
This is Commander Rydek. We're holding steady. Signal is good. Keep them coming.
Admiral, you're next.
I've made it clear. I only leave after those in my charge.
Sir, I must insist you go so you can lead our people. I will see to any stragglers.
Yes, that may be for the best. But first, let me thank our human saviors. I'll pin medals on your uniforms when this is over. For all your brave work.
You're very welcome, Admiral.
Does Starfleet let you wear another fleet's medal?
We will find out.
We're back. We're ready for...
Get the Admiral to safety.
Energize.
Massive power surge!
Sending available power to the annular confinement beam. I have the Illidians in the pattern buffer, but I cannot resolve their signal to send them through to the Resolute. Nor can I materialize them here.
We need a better position with the Resolute.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll answer that question about having to go through rings. I mean, I don't think I have to go through them. They do appear in the way, but I don't have to specifically fly through them. It's just the pilot wings in me. Wanted me to fly through rings. Regardless of whether or not I have to. I think it throws me off a little bit because the ship doesn't control like a ship. I mean, it controls like a first-person shooter.
I am losing their patterns. I need more power, but internal relays are not functioning.
I'll do it manually. Do it.
I am trying. I will lose the transport if I do not have more time. The signal is resolving.
Please!
Finish the transport.
I have them. Transport complete. She is injured. Lieutenant Bedrosian has been injured, but the last transport was successful.
Thanks, B.
Unfortunately, our shuttle systems were damaged by the power surge. We can no longer serve as the transporter node.
Carter, these readings are off the charts. The source of the storm is on this ship. That must have been the power surge when it came on board.
Right. The Takan energy source. They call it the Cartabula. It's here.
Is that?
The intruders are preparing to bring the Zeldi to war.
And we're about to be stuck on it.
There is an old Illidian saying about leaping off the hot skillet and falling to the flame below.
Yeah, we got that one too.
We don't know where this ship is going, but we are not lost. We can still do something. We can still fight. We'll stop them from getting the Cartabula wherever they're taking it.
I like this plan, and I shall fight with you.
That's all well and good, but if we're not getting off this ship, we're really backed into a corner here.
We can't get off this ship.
But maybe I could target somewhere on the ship.
We are reading the warp engines powering up.
Yeah, we picked up on that.
We do not have a way to evacuate you from the Zeldi. The shuttlecraft is too heavily damaged.
That's all right, Commander. We have a plan of our own. We're gonna stay on this ship.
That is very bold of you, Mr. Diaz. Live long and prosper.
I hear voices down the corridor.
We will be here soon.
I'll guard the door. You just get us out of here, Diaz.
Hey, Stretch. Help us with this map. Find somewhere as remote as you can.
They're almost here.
Not the bridge, not the mess hall. Cargo bay, crew quarters. Cargo bay, I guess.
There. The aft cargo bin.
That is acceptable.
Sounds good to me.
Whatever you're doing, do it now! We're locked in. 40 transport.
Come on, Val!
Bell!
It's too late for him. Carter!
3 to transport. Energize.
Sorry about your face.
Zelda does not appear to have left any warp signature at all. We cannot track its trajectory. Our duty often calls for sacrifice. She knows it, and our people on the Zelda know it.
Contact the Resolute, Mr. Chovak. Have them bring us back. And tell them we'll need medical waiting for Lieutenant Bedrosian.
Yes, Commander.
Oh boy, that really messed her up.
Through your efforts, we were able to save almost 100 Elydians from certain death. As for Lieutenant Bedrosian, well, Val will do her best, but the prognosis isn't very encouraging.
Lieutenant Bedrosian went above and beyond her duty. She deserves a commendation.
I'll see what I can do.
Commander Rydek, I heard what you did. The sacrifice you made for our sake. You saved not only my life, but the lives of my crew. An incredibly heroic deed. All of Elydia is in your debt. We cannot thank you enough.
Just doing our duty, Admiral. I'm sure you understand. If you'll excuse us.
Of course.
How are we getting our away team back?
Ambassador Spock and the rest of the senior staff are waiting for us in the briefing room to discuss just that. I wanted a chance for you and I to speak first, given the circumstances. While protocol might suggest we alert Starfleet about our situation, missing crew, the data breach, possible threat from the Hatari, or Khan. I think we're better off keeping this to ourselves, under our control. You know what's at stake for me here, and what is at stake for you, too. I can't afford another mission gone wrong, and I'm really counting on your support. I don't want to raise a false alarm just yet. But I have every confidence we can wrap this up before it gets any worse than it already is.
I'm sorry, Captain, but this isn't about you. The lives of everyone who wears a uniform are at stake.
I don't see it that way.
We're ready in the briefing room, Captain.
On our way. Is there...
Interesting. All right, well, we stop it there. This is audap. You've been watching Star Trek Resurgence, running on the PlayStation 5. Again, this is a PlayStation 4 game, which explains the way it looks. I think it's interesting that they decided to go and, even the action sequences are still something that look like something that would be in the budget of a Star Trek TV series. It's not as filmed as bombastic as it probably could have been, given that this is just a video game and you have to worry about real life props and real life actors and real life budget on special effects. I mean, you do have to worry about a budget, but not the same way that you would if in a physical, filming a physical show. So they still kept it within something that looks like Star Trek, the TV show, and not necessarily the movies. Again, kind of an interesting choice. I probably would have had those play out to be a little bit more energetic. But even then, if you've maybe never really partaken in the movies and mainly watched the series, maybe this makes more sense for you. But anyway, yeah, I found the game really intriguing. So yeah, we'll continue on until we get to the end. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.